Hello, my name is Dominika Kovarikova and I am from the Czech National Corpus, Charles University in Prague. And my colleague and co-author of the presentation is Oleg Kovarik. I am the linguist and he is the programmer. I will present our work on a dictionary of core academic vocabulary, which is based on the recently published academic word list for Czech that we called Akalex. Akalex actually contains database for research of Czech academic words and multi-word units, as well as academic word list for pedagogical purposes. The list also serves as a list of headwords or entries for the dictionary of core academic vocabulary that we are currently working on. Here is a section of the Akalex word list with frequency information and charts for one academic verb, vyplývat, and I will talk about this verb later. I will not comment too much here, and you can find all the information on the page itself. So what is academic vocabulary? We could say that it consists of words typical for academic texts in comparison with other text types. But academic texts contain two types of typical words and multi-word units. Discipline-specific terminology, such as atomic number, aneurysm, or collocation, and widely used academic vocabulary, such as research, theory, analyze, or scientific. There is a number of academic word lists. Here are some of the most renowned ones, but there are more such lists for English and for other languages as well. I am sure some are being created currently because the need for such lists is very strong. To my knowledge, however, there is currently no dictionary of academic vocabulary, English or non-English. However, I'm looking forward to the keynote of the Dutch colleagues here on eLex about academic lexicography, and I suspect some academic dictionaries will emerge in a short time. There is one big difference between academic word list or dictionary for English and for small language such as Czech, with only 10 million speakers. English as a lingua franca of scientific research focuses mainly on a great number of non-native speakers interested in academic English. On the other hand, in Czech, there is just a small number of interested non-native students, and the Czech academic word list or dictionary should be focused on a different audience. In our opinion, there is a strong need for tools for academic writing in any language, including Czech. And the audience then are all levels of academics of all disciplines. Such tools should provide more sophisticated information, not just a plain list. By the way, the need for academic writing aids was promoted by, I believe, at least 2 eLex presentations 2 years ago. And just a short note, there is a long tradition of academic writing courses in English-speaking environment. I would say, tragically, there is no such tradition in Czech. It is our hope that making tools such as academic word list or dictionary will partially compensate for academic writing classes and maybe even support their future development. So how should a dictionary of academic vocabulary look like? It is rather compact in terms of number of entries. 1,000 to 4,000 entries is a reasonable estimate. But the information included is abundant. Remember, there are different levels of audience, from students preparing for university studies, to students writing theses, to academic professionals writing articles or monographs. So there should be something for all of the levels, and the users should be able to adjust the design of the dictionary. Each entry should include frequency information, meaning for low-level users, synonyms, collocations, and all of this typical for academic texts. And very important are translation equivalents in English and other languages. The goal of the Czech dictionary is to progressively include as many languages as possible, so that it can be used by students and academics of various philological majors. Now more about the individual information. The frequency information should not include only how frequent the word is in academic text, but also how evenly it is distributed in disciplines and academic texts. For synonyms, we are using translation equivalent database Treq. The idea of using translation equivalents was suggested during eLex 2 years ago in the presentation about Slovenian thesaurus. I have to say that I personally find this feature very useful, and the use of translation equivalents in finding synonyms brilliant. For collocations, we are using the Ngram database part of Akalex as a supplement method to Corpus Manager collocation search. Here is a screenshot of Akalex Ngram database with collocations with word výzkum, or in English, research. Translation equivalence database Treq that is available on Czech National Corpus webpage proved to be very useful in finding translations, although it is not sufficient by itself. And here is a screenshot of Treq with equivalence for word výzkum, or research, as you can see. Here is a provisional visualization of dictionary entry. The verb vyplývat, which is kind of hard to translate, and you can see the English equivalence here in a very right tile. Contrary to the automatic creation of the list of academic words, the entry information is created manually with help of various corpus tools, as I have shown above. Here are some examples of how the adjusted entry view could look like. The beginner might want to see the meaning. The student writing a thesis in Czech can choose synonyms and frequent collocations. And the professional writing an article in English can display synonyms and English translations, etc. Now the last thing that I want to show you today is the short overview of the data, method, and criteria in creating the academic word list Akalex. So first of all, let's go back to this image. The researchers in terminology and the designers of academic word lists agreed that to create a list of terminology or academic vocabulary, we can apply frequency and distribution criteria. For academic vocabulary, We search for words or multi-word units that are significantly more frequent in academic texts than in other text types. The academic words are distributed evenly in the disciplines as well as texts, and occur in academic corpus with relatively high frequency. The particular values of individual criteria depends mainly on the required size of the final list. We decided to create a list of approximately 1,000 words, and we had several reasons for that. Such list is informative enough but still manageable, and it can be extended in the future. Also, we have a chance to compare Czech academic word list with the renowned English academic keyword list from 2010, which contains 930 words. So, in the Czech list, there are words that are at least 3 times more frequent in academic texts in comparison with non-academic texts. The words occur in academic texts at least 20 times per million words, so they are reasonably frequent. They occur in a large number of academic disciplines, 20 out of 24 disciplines available in the corpus since 2015, and they are dispersed evenly in academic texts. Dispersion is no greater than 1.5, which does not say much, I know, but if you are interested, I can send you more information about the dispersion calculation. So, these are the criteria and values that we used in creating the Czech academic word list. If you are thinking about creating academic word list in your own language, this is, I believe, a good start. In conclusion, I would like to say again that the presented Czech academic word list is not the final product. We are currently working on a dictionary of academic Czech, and hopefully it will serve all Czech students and researchers as a useful tool. Thank you for your attention, and here are some references.